Hi all, welcome to Workato Masterclass Series. Today we are going to talk about MCP or MCP server. Or okay, before we move into our today's agenda, let's have a quick recap on what we have studied in the previous session. We have talked about Workato Genie, right, and its capability as well. So if you have missed it, please go and check our previous session. Uh, I'll be providing a video link in the description box as well as you can click I button at the right of our video. Okay, let's jump into our today's session that is MCP server, or you can say in short form at MCP. That's all, right? So before we move into our practical way of seeing the MCP, let's understand what is MCP and what else it's like related to our inner layman terms, right? Let's understand that. What is MCP, right? MCP is a model context protocol, okay, with the full form of that. So think MCP is in a common language that between AI and the tools. Okay. So MCP is like our in computer you can say like USB port. When with USB port you can connect to mouse, keyboard, printer, or any hard drives. Okay. So think MCP is in the bridge between your applications and an AI. So it tells AI to what actions the app allows and also what AI can access. Okay. Also, it enforces rules and permissions to access your any of your applications. Because like basically to tell AI that to how we can access what all thing it can be accessed with an application. Okay. So this lets MCP lets an application expose their features to an AI in a secure and controlled way. Okay, basically it has an authority to do that. MCP has we have a enforces application that you can enforces like you can expose only these particular functionality to AI. Only that AI can access only that particular applications. You're not required to give an access to all of your data to the AI or expose the things to AI, right? Okay, let's understand this in a practical way. Okay, like what kind of workspace? Okay, so first thing is we have to go to the AI hub and go to the third tab. That's MCP servers. So you can create your own MCP servers that give a MCP server name and descriptions and location. You can choose anywhere, but whatever the folders you want to select. Once it's got created, so this is how your MCP server looks. Okay, the name and the descriptions and the tools will get selected once you created MCP servers. You can select any of your uh, tools from your details, like from the your folders. Okay, available tools. So the settings it shows the access methods. You have a token based access, and one more thing is related to what do you call say example. Say searching the worker identity access method. Okay, there's a two way of doing it. One is your Workato token based access, and one more thing is identity access, Workato identity access. Okay, right now I'm using token based access. It's free to use any of the based access methods based on your requirements. So if I use this particular method that is token based access, I have get to know the developer access MCP token, and you can also select the limitations. You can set the limitations to hit your MCP servers. Okay, limited to your API calls. Okay, so let's go to the tools what I have created for. Okay, so now let's understand the first thing. One is API proxy. Okay, the collection is of type API proxy, and one more is collection of type is API recipe. Okay, hope you know the difference between those two. If you don't know, please watch my videos. I'll be providing a link as well in the description box to go to the between to know the API difference between API proxy and the API collection by API recipe. Okay, so I have created the API proxy so that I'm not exposing the actual endpoint. So with the API proxy, I'm hitting my actual endpoint. Okay. Let's say what is actual endpoint looks like. So this is the it what it does is like gets a API endpoint. So basically it gets it'll ask for the details like age, name, in email. Suppose that will be go to add to that particular Excel sheet. An Excel sheet I have created and that will be added to this Excel sheet with this particular name, age, and email ID. Okay. So, and in error, it will providing the sending an email, and also it will add into the lookup table and also sends a failure response to the API. Okay, this is about the setup of the tools respect to MCP servers. Okay, you're free to add any of your tools. Like it's not necessary to be added similar to my what I've added. You're free to add. This one the requirements example I'm adding right now in the Excel sheet, but you can say like Salesforce to be added. The data is to be added to the Salesforce. You can add it. Okay, so free to add your own comments here. So I'll just show you now the other part where the client will call the service, right? The client has to be set up, right? So what I'll do, I'll go to the my chat GPT. This has to be a Go version, like should be upgraded version of your next version will be the Go. The free version will be cannot be used to set up the developer options. Go to settings and you can option see the applications. So I have set up the two application, but one of this like active and second is not active. So this is the active one, enabled one. So here you can create applications and give the name, some tools, descriptions accordingly, and give a MCP server URL, which is like I have told in the settings. You can see right in the settings, you're able to see the URL. That URL has to be enabled. Put here to enable the to talk with your tools basically. So it will be authentications. I'm not using any authentications here. So free to choose any of the authentication you want to use it. Okay. Later on, you have to check box this I understand and want to continue. It will create the your application for you. So this post that it will be enabled here. You can see here this is enabled for me. So now I'll go back to the chat GPT. What do you call it? The details, and I'll say what I'll do now is like I'll just copy this. I've just tested before showing this particular session for you. So I'll just do that. Can you try again? Okay, and what not this one? I want to go with say, can you add few names, right? Okay, so I'll just check this. Now, what will happen? Its background will check any other tools is any tool is available to create this. Okay, so it's calling tool right now, right? So since it's enabled in my application side, so it's asking for to enable whether you want to have like allow the chat GPT to read your data. So I'm allowing it, right? So you can deny it will be not able to read with my data, right? So you have a control over your data right now. So let's say what will happen in this case now. So it should call me my proxy via a proxy. Then it will call my API endpoint. Let's say I'll go to recipe. This is my recipe, right? So just right now, its successful job is 858. Let's understand what will happen to this now. Okay, let me refresh how many jobs came. Or not sure because it's I'm keep this particular version active. So you can observe here my particular job called and it's added these are the employee details. Let's see, it's loading. Okay, let's go to input and expand it. Okay, see Samuel, Nina, Omar, and Yuki. Okay, let's verify that with the whatever the chat GPT have added. See Samuel, Nina, Omar, and Yuki. So that's how it's simple it is. Now you have a control over data, and you are allowing yourself that whether you want to allow or not, it's up to you, right? So to AI to talk with your application or tools, right? So this is how we can use Avail or MCP to talk with your applications via ChatGPT or via AI. Okay. That's about my today's session. So hope you have understood what is MCP, how that is like layman terms, how what is MCP is like, and how the MCP can be used in the user like the real time, and how to add the data in the background, like using ChatGPT. We can or any UI AI. Okay, any AI can use it. You can use ChatGPT or you can use cloud. Again, that can be used to avail these particular services to enable the application's background. So without see, I'm not required to see this recipe itself. I just can see here whether it's added or not, successful or not, right? So that's how the simple is. Hope you have enjoyed this particular session, and see you in the next session. Until then, keep learning and keep doing what you are best at. Thank you.